where were we? Once I rejoined Fang outside the field house, we meandered to the parking lot. With most of the other student vehicles gone, it's easy to see Aina standing by our car. She has her head down, looking over her phone and bobbing her head back and forth. Whatever has her attention, it's enough to scare me and Fang until we're right within a few yards. My sister looks up after hearing our footfalls. Oh, 1 second on it, gotta get some balloons here, you know, that they updated. Her slight glance upwards makes whatever she was saying trail off, and her eyes widen at the sight of something. Oh, hello? Sup, you having fun there? Balloons? Balloons? What are you, a monkey? Balloons TD6? Slight defense enters Ina's eyes as she eyes the terror up and down. Don't. Oh, I mean, that's me saying eyes. Ugh. Yeah. She draws, pocketing her phone and letting the game die off. She is playing balloons! What the fuck? Didn't expect a second passenger, I guess. Eyes twin to mine. It's such a shit line, man. I forgot the practice got cancelled. Nasa told me, but I was spaced out and all. Fang found me while I was looking for him. I managed to grab me when I was trying to do some javelin tossing. And you forgot? What, did he tell you before practice? Yeah. And you have to pay attention to this kind of stuff. The snap in my voice almost tilts over the edge of over an edge of control when I push back. Don't mind me. I always already told myself that. The second silence is in a shrug, dismissing the topic. Huh? That's new. I've expected her to drag out every question she wanted an answer to. When she learned that Ben let her spine relax. So you're fine. I just forgot to give you a ride home. Yep. We'd already drove Trish home because we thought I would hitch a ride with him. Fuck me, I guess. I was lucky I caught Dweeb here doing practice back at the track field. Wasn't exactly great results considering. Everyone has their... Oh, wait. Everyone knows their off days. Oh, wait, no, that's it. Jesus Christ. Could you not make it confusing? Everyone has their off days! So I inject before my sister can get upset at the implied insult. Though, it's what I know is just Fang being herself and not really trying to belittle me. After that conversation we had back in the field, I don't really think they're the kind of person to be that petty. But yeah, great practice session for me. Maybe the lack of teammates got me, whatever. I can tell by how much she believes that. I can tell how much she believes that by the way she's drumming the fingers on the car. Yet again, I'm surprised by the way Anna decides. Dude, don't fucking by the way me twice in 2 sentences. That's a really specific sentence structure. Yet again, I'm surprised how Anna decides not to call me on my bluff. It's like someone forced the dose of shield on her throat, which seems further confirmed by the way she Jesus Christ! 3 sentences in a row! Are we going 4 for 4? She shrugs and relaxes her posture. Makes sense. Not everyone can be stellar every other week. Nah, Ben, you too. I don't get feeling in trouble or anything for being late with the folks. Claire in question blinks at that. What do you mean by that? You never met my parents. Well, I heard things from Nasser. Your parents have a curfew, right? Of course they did. Wouldn't you have heard that from, like, the actual parents you actually met? Also, if Fang noticed that Aina was absent during the game, wouldn't she be aware of the fact that she was sitting... I don't know, man. There's something going on here that feels like a little too convenient considering the details. Of course he did. I wonder what else he managed to let loose while I'm not around to call him out of shit. Oh, great. Cool. Amazing. My sister and one of my friends are getting along like coughed-up panhandlers and schizoid paranoid cats and dogs. What else could happen today? Trish runs up and demands to show off her mixtape of anti-skinny rap. Reed pops out of the trunk after hotboxing himself. Shit, that would be a good story on some threads, though. I can only imagine how the Hungarian it's always nationality first. How the Hungarian Mountaineering Forum would react to such spectacular displays. Well, my circus of a life has become in the last few weeks. It's not that spectacular. It's not that much of a circus, really. It's not there yet. You're almost there. With a grunter clambers into the car alongside the others. I like how you say that, but it's 2 other fucking people. One of whom is your sister. Like, the others implies you're there with a group of strangers. Anna turns the key, hums to herself. She always does, and ambles away from the school. I like how your car ambles. A tail tip. We sort of shuffle music without pause. Korean pop? Excuse me? Stella, I swear to fuck. In the rearview mirror, I could see Fang's deepest grimace of disgust on her face. Matches my own grimace, which stands in stark contrast to the soft smile and whispered moon runes flowing from Anna's lips. As she repeated the words verbatim. So, when did you pick up K-pop? Oh, just the other day. It turns out that one of my besties has a totally really cool taste in music and in other interests, you know. Did you know that this group was made out of girls that were all daughters of former idols themselves? Ugh, they have virtual rigs, model rigs as well. Every one of them streams in their downtime, and sometimes they get to hang out, and they start beef with rival groups. Man, I hear the rivalries can get vicious sometimes when they do tournaments. Fang puts a hand over both eyes, teeth flashing in a suffering snarl, as they try to hold back their utter frustration at this development. I can't say I'm feeling the same. Where did you learn about them? I know Stella from the gardening club. She's great. I swear. I'm gonna kill that Stella if she continues to force this weep shit down my throat in public with my sister. I swear to Raptor Jesus. Really make an effort to make sure that doesn't slip through. So Fang, we're turn right here at the light, 3 streets down, left on the cul-de-sac. Now turn that crap down. Oh, it's not crap, it's music. Debatable. I glanced just in time to see my sister flare her nostrils. Eyes! Jesus fucking Christ, stop it! You've used amber eyes twice, and now this. Her eyes flicked to me. Her eyes flicked to me, catching my gaze. Which is so weird. Like, yes, that's literally what catching someone's gaze is. Their eyes flick to you and you notice because you're looking at them! Shit, not the solid twin talk. I don't know if there is on this. I seriously give me chances. She talked to me. She talked me in my own car. Oh, wait. No, didn't twin telepathy. Have we ever done this before? Jesus Christ. I'm so thrown off by how bright it is late these days, you know. Damn. What the hell are you two doing? Both of us glanced at Fang at the interruption. My hands are stuck at a gesture to try and mollify. Like, honestly, whoever writes this has such a specific voice that they're just copy-pasting the exact same phrases over and over again. Like, there's no cadence. It's just like, I need to build this sentence in the same way that someone has to, like, build a pile of wooden logs. There's no interest in being anything other than extraordinarily pragmatic. I mean, admittedly, at least the overarching beats actually work. So the word choice is shit, but the structure's there, which is nice, at least. That I only have one problem. What? You two were eyeing each other and making all that weird hand stuff. Since I continued to figure out you two were talking about me, even I could figure out what the fuck you were saying. Why do you know Drow sign language? I spent 10 years in the Underdark! Yeah, sure, fucko. What's this twin stuff? Don't talk shit about my music in my car. I'm driving! I mean, that is the rule. Anyway, how was gardening club? Oh, it was good. Tension eases off as Anna relates to how things had gone for her. Rosa convinced Spears to grow the budget for the gardening club, and now they have plenty of things to keep him busy. Anna was still denied from climbing on the trees or up the walls. Safety is a thing. I was just slightly exhausted from that. Alongside whatever AP classes she has to do with Reed and Nasser. Okay, maybe my bitching could be a little less. Stick a fork in my eye, and I would, if I ever ask for the insane treatment of signing up for advanced schoolwork. Advanced placement classes. I like how she's doing AP classes with Reed. Like, Nasser, yes, but Reed never struck me as the kind of person who gives a shit about his education. In that sense, you know, he's like, I'm in high school, I might as well do it, but I don't think he would go to higher education, so why would he do AP work? Then I got scholarships. Shit, hope whatever school we end up going to for college won't discriminate against you for not doing that like she is. You know, you're going on a sports scholarship already, buddy. Wow, nice neighborhood. Takes me a second to understand. Every house has the usual trim yards and the manicured gardening beds, the clean transplanted grass, clean looking houses every which way. Man, that is such a lame discussion of houses. Like, you're not selling me on these buildings, man. Come on. I could believe it if they told me that they had someone bleach the walls or something. I don't see a spot of grime or dirt in any of them. Why do you describe the houses as clean looking and then say they are actually clean? Are they clean looking or are they just spotless? Oh, and the trees look clean and snipped up. Man, this sentence is so fucked up. It's like he can't commit to the bit. He's very insecure about his writing at this point. I waggle my finger. Yeah. What the hell is this? The ground becomes your bank. Old video games, man. A far cry from what we used to see in Rock Bottom. Except our place, I guess. Mom might like it here. That's me. Right there. Or the one with the shittiest car. Sure enough, we honed in on what they were pointing out. Have they gone to the Aaron estate in this so far? I feel like this is the first time. Next to a giant black SUV sits a beaten up rust bucket that looks like hellscape a spy. Like, why does everyone always shit on Nasser's car? I thought the implication is that it's not bad, but it's not like a shithole. Pulling up shows a bullet hole on the side, and I think the windshield. There's two. There's two. Hold up, we need to figure this out. God, I forgot how fucking shit the goddamn art in this is. Ah, the backgrounds are just spotless in how shit they are. Are they backgrounds or are they CGs? Fuck. Because Nasser is in the picture, right? So it would be a CG. No, here are the separate... Oh, this is the taxi. Yeah, the taxi's a CG. That's a really decent car background, too. Nasser car. Yeah, the side windows appear to be fine. There's just a bullet hole where Nasser's sitting. Which, now that I think about it, implies that whoever used to own the car got killed via a hit and run directly at the driver. I gotta forget that Nasser drives a mobile rust bucket. I'm legit surprised that he hasn't replaced the thing. At this rate, he's better off with a moped or something. Again, I always got the impression that his car isn't doing great because replacing your windshield is a bit expensive, but otherwise the car's nice, you know. He puts his money in. You know, moped, he probably wouldn't be able to drive around Naomi to canoodle in private. And his half mumble makes its way to my ears. How can you hear over the fucking K-pop? Like you didn't turn that off. And that's enough of me. As the car stops in the driveway, Fang throws the door open and hops out. Yeah, thanks for the ride, hated it. Hopefully I won't have to do it again soon. See you later. Take about 3 steps onto the concrete before the door opens. A vaguely familiar figure pops her head out of the door. She's a tiny little thing, blonde-haired and waving at us politely. No, I think I might be mixed up because... yeah, this has to be the first one because I know that the mother was for home ec for some fucking reason. Because the author of this is taking so many liberties, it's like, why are you even keeping around the characters if you're gonna shuffle them around this much? Like, I do that a lot too, but usually it's with the understanding that we're doing a shuffle around, right? This is trying to stick to the OG, except not really, is it? It is doing so many changes. I just feel like Anon doesn't fit. You can't give him a sister and give him all this life and all this energy and all this initiative and keep Anon around. Like, I don't see Anon anymore. There's like a glimpse of Anon behind everything. He's not like the social outcast he's supposed to be. I also am kind of miffed about it because I genuinely feel that Anon is supposed to be like an audience stand-in. He loses that quality when you make him like this. You know. Oh, Lucy, welcome back, dear. Oh, Anna, it's so good to see you again. I'm looking at her turning to her. Already, Anna seems to be recovering from her own momentary surprise. An attentive green creeps across her face as she waves back. Well, in the window on my side, she leans over to wave back. Oh, Mrs. Aaron, good to see you again. I'm pushing her back, growling at the invasion of space. Our struggle is brief with her trying to lean over me to continue the conversation when I keep pushing back. Half grunts and annoyance alike are in the air as Sam speaks again. How do you know her name is Sam? Who told you that? I don't think this has ever come up. Especially considering in the game it's not brought up fairly... like, it's not expediently told. And you, dear, you must be Anon, right? I heard about you from Nasser. Oh, you did so well at the track event when we saw you as well. We saw you at as well. Why do I say it like that? You did so well at the track event. We were there as well. Second place on your first try. Mom, they're leaving. Don't bother them. Oh, it's not a bother, Sam. I just wanted to... Ow! Big tip, don't shove your fingers at someone's face we don't want to get bit. Anon, you little shit. My sister's words get interrupted by a giggle from Sam, who comes up to stand next to the door of the car. Next to me, as it turns out. Well, yeah, that's supplied to be the closer direction by the window stuff. The error on Matrix, again, I mean, admittedly, it is like Anon's thing to say that. It's weirder when someone else does it. The error on Matriarch's amusement is high. She looks over us. Curious how she can do that with the whole closed eyelid thing. I don't get why everyone feels the need to call this out. Like, it's in the sprites. I don't know if it's ever mentioned in the text. My, aren't you two adorable together? Just as siblings should be. Well, the voice does not seem to accuse. I can see past Mrs. Aaron how Fang flinches. That expression on the ability to deepen to further resentment. It's so lovely to see. Almost comical gasp in this case. Oh, I was almost done making snacks. Would you like to come inside and enjoy them? We really don't want to intrude or anything. Oh, nonsense, dear. Please think of it as a thank you for driving Lucio. I think that's supposed to be in between quotation marks or something. Since you're like a specific... Lucy? What the fuck is Lucy? Oh, god damn it, Mom. I told you not to detonate me in front of my friends. Oh, that's a totally different name. Actually, again, it's not weird to be called Fang if Spears' wife, who is a dinosaur, is also called Fang. At that point, you're normalizing it, right? People know this, right? Dude, shut up. I ground back an acknowledgement. Button in my lip. You mean zip your lip. It literally rhymes. Thankfully, it seems that neither Aaron is giving us much attention. Thanks, Mom. Titters. Which is also something Aina does. Sorry. Again, this is what I mean with, like, it feels like these things are put together very structurally with very little concern for flow or pacing or whatever another thing works. It's like, I have this way to describe something, I'm slapping it here regardless. It makes sentences feel a bit stilted sometimes. Sorry, dear. Okay, it's not to say my darling name. It's so pretty. I chose it! You fucking chose that name, you dang dipshit! It's not like it fell out of the sky! If Fang chose to be called Fang, that much I get, but apparently it was to support that kind of stuff. Like, if I would have been a little naughty, I would get that from my socks. Same if Anna wanted to fully go by any stage. Man, I appreciate... Kind of weird that Anon's the one saying this. This feels like an Anna thought to have. Kind of weird to see. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. Why the fuck is Anon living in an LGBTQ supportive community? His parents, like, ambivalent to this stuff at best. It's like half of how his character comes to be. Also, he's constantly using the wrong pronouns. It's super fucking weird. Like, what are we doing? It's like I have Anon right over here to, like, lean on, but I don't know how much of him exists in this world. Anywho, come on in. Everything is fresh. The announcement in place, she saunters back up to the house and opens the door just as to come inside. Fang grumbles to himself. Oh man, you're using single, too. As they walk into the house begrudgingly. Steps heavy as their boots hit the ground. You mean they're stomping? They're stomping! Why are you calling them steps? They're stomps. I like how you're taking up the offer. Wait, isn't the rooftop scene at the end of this? We're, like... not that far off, and these scenes take forever. Anyway, we're gonna fast forward this, because fucking... Okay, we meet up, we meet Ripley. That's actually everything else. No, sir. I mean, not great at other stuff. Definitely not running. You got second place first try. And you missed that. Ah, we're snappy. We're being sassy. That's a fucking way to kill a conversation. Wait, who said this? This implies that Anon's the one who said that. I guess that was Anon. Again, despite the rigor and structure, really not a lot of effort put into making clear who's talking. This is the third time in this chapter that I'm like, come on, man. You can clarify your speakers. In fact, please do. What the fuck am I looking at? Immersive Sims fans when the Starbucks cashier reviews the fortunes go to the bath. Goddamn. Anyway, I do appreciate the fact that because of how this is all set up, there's really not much of a reason for Ripley to immediately dig into Anon. It's not like he's there for Fang. Like, they dropped Fang off and they're invited inside. I kind of like the change, but on the other hand... And Nasser shows up, he's like, hey, this small house, huh? She's smiling. No, Naomi's here too. Of course she is. You know, I kind of wish I could read some actual Kabavaka high stuff, because I feel like the dynamics there are way more interesting. The further we go along, the more I begrudgingly have to admit that whereas Snoot game is like a good shitpost and has like a point to it, Goodbye Volcano High has at least some concepts of a character dynamic going on where everyone has something going on. Whereas anytime Naomi shows up, you know, it's just gonna be her doing the fucking thing again, you know? And that's lame. It means it makes it too predictable what a scene's gonna be. Like, Naomi's never gonna show up to treat someone's wounds because she was taught first aid because she's student council president and she knows that stuff, or because of Nasser and his advanced placement because he wants to be a doctor, so logically he would provide that, might have taught her that. I don't know. One of you do that for her. You want to join us in the study session? You can join study session! We can have fun with science. We're doing well in that class together. Who? Who said this? Good question, Anon. Who? Sure. Share a class. Well, yes! Sometimes students share classes! I feel like this would have come up in some way. Also, not Naomi titters. Everyone just fucking... Again, this is what I mean, right? It's like non-conventional word choices are just repeated ad nauseum as if they're not weird to use this frequently. Like, they're not used with specificity. Like, it's fine if one character titters as, like, an indication that like, they have this weird way of laughing. It doesn't work if everyone titters, because then it's like, it's just the default word, and it's just a weird one to use as a default. True, Lucy? Yeah, we share classes. Doesn't mean anything. Why the fuck is your first idea that we're dating? We're in the same class, Dad! There's not enough classes for nobody to share. Means you have a study buddy. Me and Anna do AP Bio. What is Anna trying to do with her life? AP Bio. And they seem to do well together. Forgot to share a class. I like that we're kind of hinted that Naomi is super fucking insecure about her relationship with Nasser. And that's one who helps with some of the more technical stuff. You only have for good idea 40% of the time. Men are useless. How the hell would I ever date a woman if I didn't suck at everything I did? It's the only reason we're dating, right, Naomi? It's her heart just breaks. She's like, no! My husband is too dumb to become for me to gold dig. Anna tells Flickers with slight amusements. She's particularly prideful. I like how we're just introducing concepts when they are needed instead of beforehand and then using them for little nudges later. Unless this is that moment. What you want to do your homework with, Naomi? And then she's doing AP Chem. I never would have taken Naomi as an AP Chem person. Never. I don't know, there's just something about chemistry that doesn't align with this particular version of Although it makes sense. She's like mixing people together and forming chemical bonds between lovers. But I imagine the author didn't think of it that deeply. It's just one of those cute coincidences you can make in your head if you really want to. It's also the kind of in-depth stuff that you might find in a really fancy book, and you're like, but none of this fucking matters, man. This isn't actually... I would have preferred if you just wrote a good conversation. Aw, man. They're beefing over better grades. I appreciate that while Anon is a better reader character, he still does not get the women. Fang is like, fuck off, you losers! You could learn from their example. I think you're saying that, but Ripley's not being that bad about it. Excuse me, I'm getting lost in my own thoughts. I'm daydreaming about scenes. And then Sam tries to defuse it. I like that we're kind of letting Anon in on the whole Naomi thing, at least. We're kind of synchronizing characters, so we don't have to keep in mind who knows what. The main thing I'm thinking about, right, is because of how, like, shit, how important these characters are, how some of them would respond, and some of the characters I wanted to use. For example, Evelyn. Damn. Anyway, they look good. We got a weird spacing issue here. Bit of sugar to help the mood car. I don't like a sugar high to get you along. The elderly woman. She's not that old! I thought the impression is that she's like in her 40s, 50s, but not like 60s, which is where elderly starts to kick in. God damn, Anna, you're crass. I appreciate the implication that they're like totally standing off with the straight spines. That's a subtle little nudge there, buddy. That you're not describing that, you know, you're letting it be with the spine just as straight instead of saying and her spine is just as straight as Naomi's. It's the kind of insecurity I'm used to seeing. Again, odd word choice sometimes, but at least this pizzazz is starting to add up a little. I think Naomi's a bit of a headache as well. But don't sound seeing this defensive and pleasant. I appreciate that even you're saying, hey, why is she so mad at Naomi? Like, I know she's not great, but like, fuck hell, dude. Calm down. I'm chewing on a cookie. God damn it, she made one of those disgusting soft cookies where the dough is all. Bleh. I shrug, decide to let her do her thing. My sister's a bit. I thought this was the yelling chapter. Hold on. I lost where I was. Go mentioning the fucking Skin Row apartment. I'm back my skull trying to stretch. I don't think he's peering at you, man. Ripley does not peer at people, I feel. I feel like he can only ever stare. I'll just make him harumph. It softens his mood a little bit. Is it because it's Anna, or whether he's just less harsh with the golden trio over there compared to me? I think it's because he's getting the impression that like Naomi and Anna are both good, whereas Anon's like a bit of a downgrade to his precious little girl. I just realized there's an interesting parallel to draw between Anon's dad and Anna and Ripley and Fang. I hope it brings it up. It's a little early to make that connection, but the implication exists. You know, Daddy's special little girl goes both ways in this conversation. Hour passes by before too long. What a shit hour. You were invited to come inside for snacks, and now you're doing an impromptu fucking study group. And your day sucks. You went out for training, then you had to go take a drive that's like miserable. Like, dude, your day's fucking awful. Man, this day sucks. That's gonna get bad at dicks. It's not that bad. He just sucks at explaining. Fair enough. A bad teacher goes a long way. I still feel bad about my math teacher, though. Then again, I can't excuse anything that happened back in my high school years. I was a little asshole. I've gotten better since, but man, high school's just not for me, man. I don't know if it counts as high school because we only have elementary school and high school. Like, we don't have middle school, which is still surprised me that you have that Americans have that conceptually, right? That there's this third fucking school that has to exist in the middle. Then again, out here, right, you have like 3 different levels of education. You've got your VMBO, you got your HAVO, and your VWO. And they're like very different in terms of what they do, or even how long they are. And they all just exist in the same high school building. So what can I talk about? Who am I to talk? Everyone's being fucking stupid out here. No one looks into a grinning match. He's seen back down as Nasser gingerly looks. I like how Nasser's just too stupid to understand what happens, but you know something's up. Like I say, Anna. Like I said. No, wait. Yeah, Parasaur. That's Naomi, right? Like I said, Anna. Ribonucleic acids are single-strand molecules with smaller nucleotides, and they only require 4 bases: adenine, cytosine, guanine, and uracil. Why are you yelling so hard? And like I said, Naomi, innocent can help out with the chemical makeup, and we should make note of that because Fernworth took the extra time to mention that one in particular. Oh, along with dozens of other modifying nucleotides, right? Are you gonna memorize them all? How audacious. It's like you're trying to get a perfect score by remembering absolutely useless chaff that may replace more critical information. My sister's canines poke out as she flicks her tail. Right, well, at least I remember that tRNAs and rRNAs are likely to be covered in the next upcoming test, as well as how mRNAs interact when the chain coding occurs. Jesus Christ. Are you sure you're doing bio... Like, I mean, admittedly, I did learn most of this, but that wasn't even in an AP class. Like, I learned this shit in, like, just basic-ass bitch high school. Not that I remember any of it, but I'm pretty sure if I looked at the Wikipedia article, my brain would be like, yeah, that's that stuff. Like, I know... Goddamn. I know one of them takes it out of the cell core. One of them actually does stuff. Ugh. Oh shit. Ribosomes! Get those ribosomes out of here! Enough of that. Someone extremely cool, sexy, and handsome can post all about the RNAs in the fucking whatever in the comments, and I'll give them a thumbs up and a vote, and I'll ask them a stupid question they can feel very smart answering. A sickly smile tones brittle. It matches the intensity of Venus. NASA looks sick! There's something so fucking funny about these two having an argument, and NASA's like, I'm lost. I need an adult. My dad and my mom are here, but neither can help. Wait, when did Ripley disappear? Was it because he could tell something was wrong, or did he have something better to do than put up with this growing mess? Why aren't you two looking tired? A good session? Oh, that sounds like a yes. Oh, now would you and your sister stay for... Again, I'm gonna cut it here and look ahead. We don't have too much left to go, and I kind of want to know what the fuck's going on.